Hey guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making keto calzones. I seen this recipe on Pinterest and I instantly started drooling at the mouth. It looked so delicious and I've been doing super good this week and staying in my macros, and I'm treating myself. I'm still gonna be in my macros, but I'm definitely treating myself because I keep thinking about pizza, so this is the perfect thing to replace that for me. Now you could do this exact same recipe and just make a pizza, I suppose, but this is how I'm gonna make it. So for ingredients, you're gonna need some pizza sauce. I picked up this Rao's homemade pizza sauce because it's the lowest carb I could find. This is 2 net carb for a 1/4 cup. You don't need, but I'm going to be putting in some mushrooms. You can get fresh mushrooms or you can just get some pre-made mushrooms. Some pre-canned and sliced mushrooms. If you're not an olive fan, skip this part, but I'm going to be adding some olives into mine as well. You're gonna need some pepperoni. You're gonna need some ricotta cheese. You're going to need 2 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm going to add bacon. You're going to need almond flour, and you're gonna need some mozzarella cheese. Now I'm using this recipe blend, this lasagna, because that's what I had. I also have some fresh mozzarella that I shred up that I will be using as well. And you're also going to need Italian sausage or pork sausage, whatever kind of sausage, or maybe if you don't want sausage, you can omit that and you can just have pepperoni and bacon, whatever you want to fill. So I like a lot of meat and I like the different flavors of meat. So what I did was I'm making double the recipe. So I have 6 slices of thick cut bacon that I chopped up into little pieces, and I cut up 60 slices of pepperoni, and I put the entire tube of the Italian sausage into this pot, and I'm just cooking this while I get my dough ready. This is pretty much cooked, but I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer so the pepperoni can get a little bit of crisp to it, and so can the bacon. Now because I am doubling my recipe, and I will link the original recipe below, I'm going to need a total of 3 cups of mozzarella cheese because we're going to be making fathead dough. So I have about 2 cups here, almost 2. I'll add some of this to it for my fathead dough. Don't mind my knife. I use the same knife that I use for cutting my pepperoni, but this is 4 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to add 2 cups of mozzarella cheese to this, and I'm going to mix it up. Now I also added the mushrooms and the olives to this and a little bit of minced garlic, and I'm gonna let that just simmer while I do the fathead dough. So here I have my mozzarella cheese and my cream cheese in the bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and microwave this for about 90 seconds, taking it out halfway to stir. Next, you're going to add your egg and your almond flour, and you're gonna mix it up really well and start kneading it until it creates a nice ball. You might wanna have some oil on your hands or have wet hands, and if it starts getting too thick and unmanageable, throw it back in the microwave for a couple of seconds to loosen up the cheese. I'm gonna start mixing. I forgot to add in the baking powder, so make sure you add that. Now, once you've gotten it mixed fairly well, probably gonna heat it up a little bit again, just because it's starting to get sticky. Then you're going to take some parchment paper and you are going to separate this into 3s. I'm going to separate mine into 6s because I'm making 6. I doubled my recipe, and you will roll it out on the parchment paper. Now for your filling, you're going to add in your ricotta cheese, your mozzarella cheese, and your sausage mixture. Mix that up, and then that's gonna go inside this bad boy. So here I have laid my mixture down in it, and now I'm going to fold this over using the parchment paper. Using the parchment paper as a helper. It's almost like a pizza pocket. Okay, so then you're going to take 1 egg, some salt, and some oregano. I use fresh Jax oregano. Always a link in the description to save you some money on these. All organic. I don't measure, but you go right ahead. You're gonna just whisk that up, and you're just gonna lightly coat the outside of your little calzone with one of those little barbecue brushes. Now you can also, if like when you close your calzone, if you do it the regular way or if you do it my sloppy way, you know, you'll score it and everything like that with your fork. You do want to make a couple of slits in here, and you're just gonna brush that egg wash on it so it gets a golden brown. And you can make your fathead dough any way that you make it. You don't have to make it the way I made it. If you're like a pro at fathead dough, then do you, baby, because now I'm gonna leave it on the parchment paper and I'm gonna cook this for about 20 minutes at 375 degrees. And here is the finished product. I did throw a little bit of the mixture on top just because I didn't really have that much inside. If you made these correctly and did your measurements correctly, it's 8 net carbs per calzone. I didn't really fill mine with as much meat mixture as what I should have. I have a ton of meat left over. It's probably because I left my crust a little bit thicker so it was less room, and I didn't really stuff them. As you can see, it's kind of flat, but that's okay. It tastes amazing. I have my little cup here of my Rayo's pizza sauce. I sprinkled a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. These are the boys that just got out, and the rest are cooking in the oven still. They look really good. If you like it a little bit longer, these ones were in there for exactly 20 minutes. I would put it in maybe 25 minutes if you want it to be a little bit darker. But yeah, you guys, oh my god, look at this. Look at it. Look. You're like, okay, you said look like 10 times. Yes. 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 All right, guys, I hope you really liked this video. And if you try this, let me know. If you've tried it before, let me know. And I hope you guys are having an amazing day, week, month, year, whatever it might be. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.